What's happening, guys? It's myself, Liney Damps Plays, and welcome back to another video. So I thought I'd just do another game collection ones, and this is my collection of N64 games. But sorry if I am a bit short of the games anyway, because unfortunately I've used to borrow them out and I never got them back anyway. But what can I do about it? Nothing. This was going years ago, so I don't even know when's the last time I've actually got my N64 out, guys. But just to let you all know, the thing still works, and these are some of the games I've actually played on it. I have played Super Mario 64 because I've got it on the Wii U, and also Mario Kart 64, which I got on the Wii U as well. So let's get right into it. So the first one is Mayhem, which is basically a wrestling game. I don't know if you remember this. It's WWE Mayhem, but back in the days it used to be called WWF. And then obviously we got the very original cartridge, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And this one will be the transfer pack exclusively to Pokemon Stadium. So you put your Pokemon Game Boy game in there, put this in your N64 controller, and this is the actual console itself. And what's in here, this is meant to be like a cheat cartridge. So you put your N64 game at the back of there, and that's for your Game Boy slot there as well. So I really cannot remember how this thing works, but as you all know, so if I just take this off, the expansion pack is already in there. So you only need the expansion pack to play like certain types of games. So what it is, it's just like an improvement of the graphics, so you get the full potential of 64-bit. So that was the whole point of like calling this the N64. This one is Battle Tanks Global Assault, so basically like a war type game. And this is one of the old style multiplayer games, so Turok Rage Wars, so you can actually play up to 4 players on this. So you literally play against each other. And oh yes, this has got to be one of the best favourite games based on the movie. So it's Mission Impossible. Yes, but I weren't really expecting one on the N64. So the first time I've touched Mission Impossible was on the original PlayStation. And guys, you got to love this game. You could never ever come off this and have so many hours playing Golden Eye on the N64. And it was a well-developed game by Rare and Nintendo. Yeah, so it was all about getting the golden gun on this, and not just that, the library one was the most favourite level out of this as well. So this is soccer-based game, Michael Owen's WLS 2000. So weren't really too keen on football games, but I had relatives who played it quite a lot, and I had fun playing this. Formula 1 World Grand Prix, so a driving based game. And then, sorry about that, my game just fell on the floor. And then we got 007, The World Is Not Enough, not even played that yet. And then WWF No Mercy, which is a wrestling type game developed by THQ. But I remember, before you put the cartridges, you've had to blow all the dust out of it. And then we got a game called Daikatana. Okay, pronounced it right. So, not a bad first-person shooter game, but the game was absolutely boring. There was hardly any action into it. And this was the game that was also on the Sega Dreamcast as well. So Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. But I did manage to get hold of this because the other one got lost. It got nicked, unfortunately, because back then Nintendo 64 games were so expensive for being like a cartridge-based game. And then we got WWF Warzone. Yeah, as you all remember, there's Stone Cold Steve Austin. So I do not know if you guys remember WCW NWO Revenge, another wrestling type game. And this is the game that you must play a lot, and this is Pokemon Stadium. Yeah, and I do remember the limited edition of the Pikachu Nintendo 64, but to get hold of them, it is very, very difficult. And if you do get hold of it, you'll be paying a fortune for the limited edition Nintendo 64 Pikachu edition. Yeah, they're so hard to get hold of, and they're collector's items as well. And then we got a Turok Dinosaur Hunter. So looking at the graphics on this, everywhere was just literally foggy. You could not even see where you were going, so you had to go through the thick fog just to like find a way around where you needed to go. And then this one is Turok 2 Seeds of Evil. So it's basically the next one up from this one here. In fact, I've almost got all the Turok games. I've got I've got Rage Wars as well. Really happy with that. And then we got V-Rally Edition 99. So this is the 1999 edition of the game, which it came out in that year. So developed by Infogrames, also with the Nintendo as well. But yeah, just got to say that was all the collection of Nintendo 64 games I've got to show you. But just got to say thank you for watching, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. But if I do any more retro game pickups, I'll do like another video based on my N64, Super Nintendo or whatever. But so goddamn gutted I did lose out on the Sega Mega Drive, because I've begged my parents to actually buy me that console for my birthday when I was in my childhood. But the fact is, I ended up growing up on the Super Nintendo instead. So thank you guys. Peace out, dudes. Take care.